slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy. I don't like it. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, not no kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll complete this one to Watson. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the 1st.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Rodgers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. Their preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This pass complete to Melton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On play action, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's able to find Melton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Rodgers now to throw. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Rodgers will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now it's Rodgers. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one, because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He finds Watson complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On play action, now Rodgers. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he is going to have the Packers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Rodgers to throw once more. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Rodgers. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy.
Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach made you say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
There he goes, left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Right side to Watson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Rodgers now to throw. And a slant to his running back. It's Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. An inside give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now Rodgers. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. On second down, it's Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give it a spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it. Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worry about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. I'm the best,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Right to the air is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and the 40. Now Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Rodgers now on first down. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 33 yards. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This would made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. The give is to Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown! Aaron Jones from 3 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. The CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Rodgers now on 1st down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. Trying to improvise. He's able to find Melton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Rodgers to throw once more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Rodgers going to throw. Buys the crossing route and hits Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Rodgers will try again on second down. Just keeping the play alive. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught at the 2. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers again now. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it.